Article 22. So the title of this article is Protection Against Arrest and Detention. American movies मध्ये जे दाखवतात, you have the right to remain silent वगैरा 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 वगैरा. Okay. So in America, this is called as the Miranda warning. त्यांच्याकडे केस झाली होती, Miranda versus State of Nevada. माणसाचं नाव आहे काय ते, कोल्ड ड्रिंकचं नाही. Miranda versus State of Nevada. And in that case, the Supreme Court said that anytime the police is arresting someone, the police has to make the accused person aware of his rights. ते बोलून दाखवावे लागतात असे ते गुणगान जे ठरलेले नाही त्याचे, जे हॉलिवूडने आता पॉप्युलर केलेले आहे ते. So the equivalent of American Miranda rights is Bharatiya Article 22. So Article 22 basically says that anytime a person is arrested by the police, they have to compulsorily do three things. Okay, these are called as the rights of the accused. आरोपी चे अधिकार, rights of the accused. So the first one is called, you have the right to be informed of the charges of your arrest. Charge here means आरोप. तुम्हाला कुठल्या आरोपाखाली अटक केली जाते हे तुम्हाला सांगावं लागतं. याचा अर्थ काय होतो? The police cannot simply lift you off the street and throw you in jail and tell you that you have been punished. Okay? If you are ever arrested, you have to be given a copy of the FIR against you. After the investigation is complete, when the police files a charge sheet म्हणजे आरोपपत्र. चार्ज शीटचा अर्थ काय असतो की आता इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन पूर्ण झालं आणि आता कोर्टाकडे केस ट्रान्सफर होतीये. So charge sheet is basically the police investigation is now complete. The police have gathered sufficient evidence and now the actual criminal trial is beginning. So when a charge sheet is filed with the court, the process gets transferred from the police to the court. So basically criminal investigation में क्या होता है? The investigation begins when someone files an FIR. FIR, first information report. So that is the starting point of a police investigation. Okay. Then after the FIR is filed, the police will conduct whatever investigation they feel appropriate. Okay. So they will interrogate witnesses, they will summon the suspected person, they will gather forensic evidence, electronic evidence. And when the investigation officer zeroes in on a suspect, so I think you have committed this crime, I have to build a case against you. Okay. And then when I feel that I have sufficient evidence against you, then I will file a charge sheet. Me as the police officer, I have to file the charge sheet in the court. And then the case begins in front of the court. And during this process, you may or may not be arrested. Okay. But if you are ever arrested, you have to be given a copy of the FIR. You have to be told under which section, which law, which section are you being arrested. Okay. You have to be given a copy of all the evidence that is being presented against you. तुमच्या विरुद्धचे सगळे CCTV फुटेज असलं, कुठल्या तरी DNA टेस्टचा रिझल्ट असला, या सगळ्याची एक कॉपी तुम्हाला दिली जावी लागते. कारण if you don't have this information, how will you defend yourself against in the court? तुमच्या विरुद्ध काय साक्षी पुरावा सादर केला जाणार आहे हे जर माहीतच नसलं तुम्हाला, तर तुम्ही तुमची बाजू कोर्टासमोर मांडणार तरी कशी? हे सगळं जे आहे ना, इट कम्स इन दिस वर्ड, यू हॅव द राईट टू बी इन्फॉर्म्ड ऑफ द चार्जेस अगेन्स्ट यू. तुमच्या विरुद्ध काय आरोप आहे याची माहिती तुम्हाला द्यावी लागते. आरोपीला अंधारात ठेवता येत नाही असा त्याचा अर्थ होतो. ओके. सेकंड पार्ट इज सिम्पलेस्ट टू अंडरस्टँड. You have the right to consult and be defended by a lawyer of your choice. आमचं पोट ह्याच्यावरच चालतं. So the simple logic behind this is that if you cannot afford a lawyer, that should not deprive you of your chance to defend yourself. So generally कोर्टांमध्ये ना, there is something called as a public defender. There is a public prosecutor who runs the case against you. If you can afford it, you are allowed to call whichever lawyer. ते पोलिसांमध्ये नाही का, तुम्हाला एक फोन कॉल करायला अलाउड असतो, तो जनरली वकिलाला करायचा असतो, ते सगळं इकडे येतं. सो यू आर अलाउड टू कन्सल्ट अ लॉयर. अँड फायनली within 24 hours of your arrest, okay, you are expected to be presented before a magistrate. Okay, magistrate is the junior most officer in the judiciary. So आपल्याला जनरली आहे ना मॅजिस्ट्रेट म्हणलं की आपल्याला फक्त एक्झिक्युटिव्ह मॅजिस्ट्रेट आठवतो. रिमेंबर दिस डिफरन्स. द वर्ड मॅजिस्ट्रेट ओनली मीन्स अन ऑफिसर ऑफ द लॉ, सरकारी अधिकारी. Magistrates can be of two types. One is called as an executive magistrate, which are generally IAS officers. That is not this magistrate. Okay, this magistrate is called as a judicial magistrate. He is not called a judge. Okay, judge हा शब्द कोर्टामध्ये ना एका सर्टन लेव्हलच्या वरच्या ह्यालाच वापरला जातो. तो असतो जजच, म्हणजे प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसरच असतो तो, पण ज्युनियर असतो तो, सो म्हणून त्याला जज म्हणत नाही, त्याला ज्युडिशियल मॅजिस्ट्रेट म्हणतात. द कन्सेप्ट इज द सेम. सो विदिन 24 hours ऑफ युअर अरेस्ट, ओके, यू आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी प्रेझेंटेड बिफोर अ मॅजिस्ट्रेट. व्हॉट इज द लॉजिक ऑफ दिस 24 hours concept? Okay, it is in this hearing that arguments are made for the concept of bail. जामीन. Okay, so here in this within 24 hours, okay, the argument or the hearing is not about establishing your guilt or innocence. This is not the actual criminal trial. Investigation अजूनही बाकी आहे. Okay, या ही इथे सुनावणी कशाची होतीये? फक्त जामिनाची सुनावणी होती. So generally the public prosecutor, the government will try to argue that bail should be denied. Okay, and your lawyer, he will try to argue that no, bail should be given. Okay, now what is bail? So bail is generally that you are supposed to deposit some money in the government, in the court, and then you are released pending completion of the investigation. So remember these keywords: deposit money, released pending completion investigation. This bail also generally comes with certain bail conditions. So this can be something like शहर सोडून जायचं नाही, you are not allowed to leave the district, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, so the general idea is that you are not allowed to interfere in the administration of justice. Okay, there are generally 3 circumstances under which bail is generally denied. Okay, the first condition is if you are a repeat offender or hardened criminal. Basically, if you have a criminal track record, then generally bail is denied for you. Okay, second circumstance is if you are considered to be flight risk. Flight म्हणजे उडून जाणे नाही, पळून जाणे. Like Vijay Mallya or Mehul Choksi. If the court determines that if you are released right now, you may evade the law, then you are kept under lockup till the investigation is complete. Okay, and the third circumstance is if the court feels that if you are released, you will interfere in the administration of justice. Example, threatening witnesses. So everything, if you are still outside of jail, if you try to destroy evidence, that is another example. Destroy evidence or threaten witnesses. की माझ्या विरुद्ध साक्ष दिली तर बघून घेईल तुझ्याकडे, किंवा कुठले तरी डॉक्युमेंट आहे ते जाळून टाकलं वगैरे. These are the circumstances in which bail can be denied. Otherwise, if you deposit that money and if you obey the bail conditions, then you are allowed to be free until the investigation against you is actually complete and you are either guilty, the case against you is complete and you are either punished or you are set free. तर त्याचे 24 तासामध्ये ह्याच्या समोर जामिनासाठी बोलावलं जातं. ती एक कंडिशन इथे माहित पाहिजे आपल्याला. ओके.